Hi, thanks so much for joining me. Today we are featuring this brand new Byredo palette. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. So those of you who know me know that metallic finish is actually probably my least favorite finish in terms of eyeshadow, maybe glitter. So this actually has a lot of what I don't love in eyeshadows, but these shades were so beautiful that I got really excited about it and ordered it right away. So it just arrived and I did this look. So we're gonna take a tour of the palette, swatch it, do a demo. Spoiler alert, this is a palette to get excited about. So my initial feeling on this was right. I'm gonna take you through the look, show you why I love this so much, even on a first impression. So let's go ahead and get started. This arrived today, Metal Boots in the Snow by Byredo. And it's housed in a canvas bag. This is some of the most beautiful packaging I've seen. And I'm so glad they don't try to include an applicator because usually I just end up tossing that. So this is the palette, such gorgeous colors, a little bit different looking compared to how I saw it online. It looked a lot more teal, whereas in person that middle shade looks a little bit more navy. Also that lighter green shade seems a little bit less green also than I thought, but I can see some maybe red in there. And then the green to the other side is definitely more of a khaki green. Starting from the left, we have a glittery silver top coat, then a deep rich khaki with glittering gold, a matte dark bluish gray, although it doesn't look totally matte. And then we've got a luminous earthy green with brown iridescence. Oh, that's a brown in there. And then a celestial metallic silver, which looks like it has a bit of warmth to it. And I noticed this as I was taking a little picture of it. If you look in the reflection here of that green shade, you can see that brown tone coming through. So it looks green here, but then you can see the brown tone coming out here. And then we've got our swatches. Now the glittery shade on the far left, this one right here, is very loose. So it's very much glitter, probably one I wouldn't use, but if you like that, it is very glittery. This is a gorgeous shade, lovely khaki with definitely that gold sheen. This one as well, it's more of a navy, like a cool navy with silver almost as its reflective quality. I'm not sure about the matte. So there's very little information about this palette right now because it's not actually available anymore. It sold out really quickly. So I may have to revisit that and see once there's more information. This is stunning. It's got that brown tone to it. You can see as I turn the ends here, and then it's got green as the light hits it. Gorgeous. And then over here we have this silvery shade. And I almost forgot my La Prairie concealer, which is really important because if you came here for the Gucci palette, I filmed that last night and posted almost at midnight. And then this palette came in and I was a little bit tired. Actually, I'm a lot tired, but I did pay for overnight shipping. So I figured if I paid for that, I better film this right away. So that's why I'm filming it today. I went in with this powder, but I just want to perfect a little bit more. So Chantecaille's Perfect Blur Powder. I'm just never fully happy with my makeup until I add this step. And then just for now, I put on the lip definer by Chantecaille Natural because I'm not quite sure how this eye is gonna go or what to pair in terms of a blush either. So we'll decide that after I do the eye look. I looked and I was trying to find more information, and what I discovered is that it's not really available. At this time, it's sold out on Nordstrom. So I'll keep my eye open for when it's available, and then I will post it on my community tab as well as update any links down below. Well, there won't be a link, but I will add the link down below when it becomes available. So I think the reason why people pick this up is because it looks so different than any other palette that's out there right now. Let's go in. This is a little bit tricky because there isn't like a neutral color really to build anything with that's kind of soft. They're all pretty intense and they all have really interesting things happening with them. But let's try this all over the eye. We'll do kind of a smoky one and done. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, definitely sleepy today. Let's go ahead, see how this looks. That's pretty. And I just have a little bit on. Beautiful. This is really smooth on application. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit further though. I feel like with these creamier, intense colors, I like using this kind of a brush because I'm afraid if I use a different, like a fluffier brush, it's gonna get away from me. So I feel like I can control colors better that are this kind of texture with this type of brush. This is the Shade and Sweet brush by Chantecaille. So as you can see, I'm not blending, I'm just pulling the color out. That's really beautiful. I think you can see that beautiful sheen on there. My one and done fans will like this color right here. It's beautiful. Not nearly as like khaki green as I thought it would be. It is really very neutral. There's like almost a mushroom shade in there as well. I'm gonna just take the brush and then I'm just gonna smudge it down here. Make it kind of soft. So you can see how easy this is. I'm not really being very careful with it. Pretty. So let's take this navy color. So these are probably the two most interesting colors to me, these two. But after I swatched that lighter green shade, I'm really fascinated by it. So let's go in with the navy. The way this was featured actually was quite nice because there were a couple of models with brown eyes and really dark eyes like mine, and their eyes just popped with this shade. I'm placing it where I would place eyeliner, but I'm not really close to the lash line. I'm extending it. I'm just making a wing kind of shape going this way. We're gonna really go for it with this palette because I feel like there isn't really a way to not go for it with this palette. I feel like this palette was built to do something kind of dramatic. Okay, I feel like this looks like a hot mess right now, but we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Of course, when I add mascara, it's gonna really help a lot. I'm gonna take a little bit of this color that has the green and the brown. Beautiful, and I'm going to just place it on the lid, kind of in the center. Okay, that's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Okay, for someone who's not a metallic fan, which I am not, I don't like metallics, I don't like individual particles of shimmer, but this is beautiful. So I was looking at that Dior palette, I don't know, it's like a holiday one with some beautiful green shades. I don't know if I'll want to get that because of this shade right here. It's stunning. And that just really brings everything together. So you can see from here to here, it doesn't look very exciting. Once you add that green shade, which is one I would probably usually not pick up just because it looks a little too exciting for me, it just pulls everything together. So it really looks like I spent some quality time here trying to make this really nice and blended, but you saw what I did. I just put those two colors on and then I applied this and kind of just melded them together. And that is stunning, stunning. Oh, that's interesting. See, when I pick it up, it looks brown, but in the pan, it doesn't look brown. So that shows those two shades. Yeah, this is gorgeous. And that's coming from someone who does not enjoy shimmer. Okay, I think I'm not gonna use the glitter. I just know I won't like it. Maybe someone else out there who likes glitter will use it, but I'm gonna take this silver shade and just take that on the inner corner. And I feel like this silver shade is a little bit unpredictable or unexpected because you would think maybe put something gold here, like an antique gold, but I think the silver is really beautiful with it. Wow, okay, let me even up the other eye. I'll add mascara. Tight line with something, not quite sure yet. I have some things in mind. Mascara, and then I'll come back with a cheek and lip as well. That is a palette to get excited about. I was looking for a navy liner to tight line. I couldn't find one, but I went in with Black Forest by Chantecaille, beautiful deep green shade, really rich. And then I thought maybe going in with like a lighter green color in the waterline, but then I took out Gris Graphite by Chanel. It's a beautiful silvery gray color, and I think it plays really well with the inner corner. I'm gonna go in though with a really neutral blush just because there's so much happening here. So I'm gonna go in again with Sea Turtle. It's kind of my go-to for blushes when I don't know which way to go with a blush. And it's just really a stunning blush. So we're gonna add that. And I wonder if we should go in with Lantana again. It's a gorgeous shade. Yeah, I think that works well. It's not competing because I feel like there is so much happening with the eye, which in this case is a good thing. It's so beautiful. Then let's go in with Lantana. This is one of the Chantecaille Lip Chics. So here is the eye. Stunning. So as you can see, the shades applied really beautifully. I feel like with this palette, you kind of really have to just go for it because the shades are so beautiful. I think they look gorgeous when used to their capacity. So holding back probably isn't what you want to do with this palette. You're going to want to use it to show off these colors because they are gorgeous. I think maybe you could do a one and done with this, but I feel like you're not getting the most out of this palette by just using that shade. I think you really have to want this kind of a look and even more. I feel like this is actually quite subdued compared to what you could actually do with this palette, but I wanted to give it a try and try out most of the shades. I just feel like that is not something I would like. It is glittery, so I just held off on that one, but even this was really gorgeous in the middle. And what I love the most about this is that it makes your eyes sparkle. So I feel like, yes, you can see the beautiful shades. So somehow they figured out a way to put these colors and finishes together so that the focus is the eyes. There's definitely a sparkle to the eye that I don't get with a lot of palettes. And it's not because I'm staring at the eyeshadow, although you might be staring at the eyeshadow because it's gorgeous, but I really feel like it does bring attention to the eyes themselves. So there's a little bit of magic in here somehow, and definitely a palette to get excited about. This is so different than many of the other palettes that are out there right now. They all kind of start to look the same a little bit after a while, but this one really stood out, which is why I think it's not available right now. It must have sold out quite quickly on Nordstrom. So if you're not already subscribed, I will post in the comments, no, not the comments, the, what's it called, community tab, that this is available whenever it becomes available. So I will put the links there. So I will add that to the community tab as well as the description box below. I will update the link as soon as I find this available somewhere. So I think Nordstrom is the first place it popped up, so it should be coming to other retailers. So if you were interested in this, I would recommend it. Just know that you're going to want to really maximize this to get its full potential. So let me know if you're interested in this palette. I'm really curious if it's something you'd like to pick up, something you were on the fence about, or something you have already picked up. I'd love to know. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other. Stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.